Good afternoon, everybody. How is it going? Ah, welcome to here. I'm tired, don't mind me. Let's get this down. All right, gotta adjust this a little bit because it moved. We have music again because I can, in fact, download stuff from the Spotify onto my computer, and I'm using offline mode. So it looks like the bit rate is doing well. That's good. I like having a good bit rate, and yeah, we should be good to move forward. Not have any not have many frame dropping problems. How about that? All right, so we are streaming. I got the recording going. I like having a backup recording just in case. Got my watch on today. Marcus Theaters is letting me know that there is something happening with movies. I have my watch on, so my eyeball tool is supposed to be coming today. So usually when I get something from Etsy, I get an alert telling me, hey, this is here today. So if it comes in while we're doing the stream, I will go grab it and we'll do an unboxing. All right, 1 second. Here we have today's coffee, which is Maple Donut by Berry Brothers Coffee. They are a local coffee company. They are in Watertown, Wisconsin. Love them very much. Their Highlander grog is one of my favorites. And then here is my one of my favorite mugs. My beloved got this for me because I love cupcakes. The maple is very subtle, but it's there and it's very good. We're actually going to be talking to them. I got to send them an email in a couple months about getting bags, the one-pot bags of their Highlander grog to use as, hey, TastyVolcano! Thank you for following! Getting the coffee bags for the one-pot coffee bags to use as favors for our wedding in November. So I got to give them another call. I actually emailed them like last year about it. I'm like, hey, what do I need to do? And they're like, we're so happy for you. Thank you for choosing us to join you for your wedding. And so that'll be easy. That'll be nice to take care of. Hey, how's it going? It's been a long couple of days. With the way the weather's been, my head has been killing me. So hopefully it gets over with soon. Alright, so that's not an N. Pattern. There we go. We got today's pattern there. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Volcano. That's awful. Hopefully things will even out soon and we won't have to worry about it as much anymore. I'm annoyed that it's already getting hot. Like, because I'm autistic, ADHD, diabetic, all that, I have a next to no tolerance for heat. So it's like 73 in my little room here right now. I've got fans going, but eventually I am going to have to get the window AC in here going, and hopefully it's not too loud and annoying on stream. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so Tuesday, we got our Jason Voorhees themed Care Bear started. We're using the Care-Thulu pattern by Elf Stitch Horrors, again, the same one that we're using for our Ace Bear, which hopefully, if the eyeball tool comes today, we'll get the eyes into Ace Bear, and then it'll be easier to finish him off. Alright, so if I remember correctly, we were just at the start where we were going to have to, start shaping the cheeks. So 21, 22, 23. Yep, we are on the cheek shaping row. Stuck the hook inside of him because I didn't want to lose it. Alright, so like with the Ace Care Bear, we are going to have to kind of adjust things on the fly to make sure it's centered. It probably still won't be centered very well, but you know what? That just makes it unique. Oh, I'll probably say this a few times today. There probably won't be a stream on Sunday night or on Tuesday afternoon. Sunday night we have people coming over because Kit's birthday is on Tuesday. So we're going to be doing stuff on Tuesday for her birthday, and then we might have people coming over on Sunday night for, hanging out and such. So I'm not going to ignore my friends to come stream. No offense or anything, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. So tomorrow's Friday. I feel like today should be Friday. Saturday, we're planning to go to the farmer's market down on the Capitol Square. How many pieces am I doing here? 3. And then we're finally going to check out that Gachapon store that's on State Street. Alright, I can already tell that I'm going to want to move my decreases back a little bit, so... Let's see how this looks. Let me know if the music or anything is too loud. I was messing with stuff before stream today. I haven't gone back and watched the video from Tuesday where we didn't have the well, I had the music in the background for me, but I didn't have any music going for you guys. And then I think on Monday for Kit's birthday, we're going to go down to Milwaukee. Oh, drop to Milwaukee. I don't know where Milwaukee is from here. Could drop the volume slightly. Sure, I can do that. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me know if that's better. Oh, good. Yeah, still, we don't usually have music going when we do our video game streams on Skulls and Cupcakes, so I never know how much music or anything. It's a learning period. Also, I just realized, Volcano, you are my 20th follower. I am 30 followers away from hitting affiliate. Yay! Which all that means is that I can get subscription. I can have people subscribe to me if they want to, and have more fun stuff to do stuff with. Like, I'm sure Kit already has a bunch of emotes and stuff planned out. I've told her a couple things that I want, so we'll see how that goes. All right, let me get a look at you from the front. Now I feel like your cheeks. Okay, so the cheeks are about here. I feel like, and then there's the feet. I feel like I need to move stuff over a little bit, like move it this way. We're gonna experiment. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go over 2 more stitches and see how that looks. Of course, the other thing I can do is, is in the middle there's supposed to be 6 stitches, but if I need to, I can probably do less stitches in the middle between the cheeks. But we'll see how that goes. 2, 3, 6. I think this is going to be better already. But again, we can keep adjusting if we need to. I'm really looking forward to having a couple of these out for, well, at least one of these out for the Friday the 13th portion of the big gay market in June, just because I find it silly. Okay, yeah, I already think that looks a lot better. Again, if it's still not even, that's fine. It just makes it more unique. All right. But yeah, I think that's, well, maybe not. Now I feel like it's too over the other way. Let me here, hold it up to this camera so you can see it a little bit better. I don't know. You know what? We're just gonna leave it, and we'll see what we can do when we place the eyes and everything. Which the eyes aren't gonna get placed until more towards the end because let me just bring him over here real quick. So this is the little Jason I did. And the way this one is done is you crochet the head, you crochet the mask first, and then like place the eyes, but you don't put them in place. You push them through the mask and then also through the head, and they're actually attached on the inside. So I'm planning on doing something similar with our little buddy here. Which hey, do you guys want to see something else I'm working on? I haven't put this in any Discords yet. Say hello to Jason because he's ace colored. Asexual icon Jason Voorhees. Yeah, and the eyes are just killing me. They are absolutely killing me. I love him so much. I still got to make his feet, but he'll be at the Big Gay Pride Market on Friday the 13th in June. I'm planning on making at least one more of the regular Jasons. I might do another Ace Jason. I'm not sure yet. I really have to get back to my one true love of cryptids, which we have Ace Lulu back there, so we need to finish him up too. Okay, so alright, this is just going around 4 times, so I still haven't figured out how to do counters, so we don't yet have the counter about, oh, it looks like one of my cameras is frozen. I can't tell. It looks like on my end that my face camera is frozen. Well, you can still see my hands. Yeah, this camera is not the greatest. It says it's turned on and everything. There's some weird bird outside my window. The weird part is that the face cam is my computer camera. Let me see. I'm gonna turn that off for a second and... There we... Okay, I think I got it now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I know how to fix that in the future. Just turn it off and turn it on again. Like most IT things. There's some bird just cackling outside my window right now. I live nearest to a nature preserve, so there's always birds and stuff. Like, it's not unusual to go out to the parking lot and there's just turkeys. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's something else. Sandhill cranes are also something that's just out in my parking lot sometimes. We have... it might be different ducks, but we have at least 2 ducks, a bonded pair, and they showed up at our apartment like the first night we lived here. Like, we didn't have any internet or anything, so we were just watching movies. It's still cackling out there. We were just watching movies, and we look out our patio door, and there's just this pair of ducks, a mallard and a lady, just walking past. And we named them Connor and Brenda because we were watching the movie of Highlander at the time. I love that stupid movie. So yeah, we have Connor and Brenda the ducks. We see them every year. I've got some pictures somewhere of them hanging out in the pool we have in our patio, or not patio, the courtyard. There used to be some big bushes. Well, there is still a bush nearest to my patio. There used to be like 2 of them, and I think they would usually nest in there. But one of them was mostly dead, so they took that out. They finished taking it out, like, I feel like a couple days ago. Maybe last week? Alright. So what we're going to do is, we're going to need to put the mask in place before we finish crocheting this. So what we'll do is once we get to the end of this just going around in circles, we'll grab some white and see if we can figure out how to do a mask, because, well, it's not going to be easy. I probably can get away with just making a circle and putting it in place, but I feel like with a Care Bear, it should fit the shape of the face? I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Oh, forgot to put the arm of my chair down. I noticed that when I have the arms of my chair down, I sit a little bit more properly, and my back doesn't hurt as much while I'm working on stuff. So there we go. The birds have stopped. I don't know who all we might see in today's stream. Bandit was crazy all morning, but then crashed out on the couch in the living room. Pepper is in the window seat that I have for the cats, right in front of the fan that I have in the window. So she's probably nice and cozy. And then Ziggy is just Ziggy. I think he is in the sleigh bed that we have by the patio door, just soaking up some sun. I wrapped all of Kit's birthday presents today, and I have to wait until Tuesday to give them to her because she refuses to let me give her anything early. Except she did say that if people come over on Sunday night, she will allow me to give her one gift early. I think I probably have snuck her a few gifts early already, but we're just not going to worry about those. It was hard to pick out the one that I was going to give her. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't know if she watches these from work or anything. But after I give it to her, I will tell you guys what it is. I will say it was something that I believe she put on her wish list right after Yule. And then I saw that it was on there and just instantly snapped it up. Okay. 25, 26, 27. Okay, one more round. And I am going to need some help with eyes because I was originally just going to go with these plain black eyes for Jason Bear here. Jason? Voorhees? I don't know what we're calling him. This guy. But I do have some eyes. I do have more eyes like the ones that I have on little Ace Jason over here. Those might be cute. Maybe too cute. I don't know. I love a good creepy cute thing as long as it doesn't involve spiders. I cannot do spiders. I feel bad because in the vendor frienders group, Care-hees, Jason Care-hees, I love it. That's going on the name tag. Thank you, Volcano. The vendor frienders group I'm in, there's a lot of talented people who do things with bugs, and there's spiders, and again, terrified of them. But that's okay because we created their own channel for them where they can just share all their pet spiders together, and then I have it blocked so I don't get any notifications or anything from it. And then we have another mod who's okay with bugs and spiders that takes care of everything in there for us. Because it was very funny at the time and probably still is, it's got named Bone, Bugs, and Harmony. All right. All right, my bag of stuffing is over here. Jason Care-hees. Oh my god, I love that so much. All right, so we're gonna get some stuffing in here to kind of shape his face a little bit because we're gonna need some face shaping to get the mask on. There. Okay. He's a little off. Wait, there we go. The face is a little turned, but you know what? That's just a little bit more like sinister, probably. All right, we're gonna set him down over here in front of my second monitor just to kind of hang out. And I'm gonna grab the white that I have behind me. This is vintage white, so, you know, it's not pure white, but we don't want pure white in a hockey mask that's used by a fictional serial killer. We want something with a little dirt on it. Okay. Hmm. I'm looking at the Jasons I have over here just to kind of figure this out. You know what? We're just going to start with like a simple circle. I'm going to turn on my iPad over here because I have like 50 projects going at once, and on my iPad right now is the Jason pattern, which it's just called the Masked Killer pattern. And I'm going to start with just straight up making the mask pattern from that, see how it fits, and go from there. Okay, 3, 4, 6. So the plan is to have the mask over the face, obviously, and then the strap down the middle, and then the strap around the sides, and then right in between the like right here in the gap, like strap here and then strap here. That's where the ears are going to be. It's going to be ridiculous, and I'm so excited. I realized after I went through the everything to put the put a shirt on him that I could have just done him all in the lighter brown, and then did his tummy circle in green. But I didn't do that, so I think I think I'm gonna do his tummy circle in either black or white. I think it'll probably be like this white, like his. You can see that now. This white, like his mask is gonna be. Ace Lulu, though. Ace Lulu's tummy is going to be black because there's no black in the variegated yarn that I'm using, and it's supposed to be Ace, so there's got to be some black somewhere. And then my plan for it was Kit's idea, and I love it. I love it dearly. What we're just gonna do is make a no symbol on the tummy, just circle slash. All right. There's another Discord that I'm in, Bardic Trinkets Discord, Dungeons and Hookers. You know, the crochet kind. And somebody posted this really cute picture of a margarita glass that they made, and they're like, trying to figure out if it needs a face or not. So I just took it into I saved the picture onto my iPad, went into the Photos app, and then just drew like a little. Hold on. Just a little face like that. I drew on the little margarita glass, and I thought it was super cute. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I can tell that I've already screwed up on this, so we're just going to go back and try again. Okay. 2, 3. It's always my dilemma, face or no face. Some things, a face does tend to make a lot of things that you wouldn't think of as cute, very cute. But some things are just okay without one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I'm having the same problem again, which leads me to believe that I didn't get 12 stitches in the last row like I thought I did. Which, you know what, that happens sometimes. Oh, let's see here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I see it now. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 9. Okay, we have 12 now. We're good. Like I've said before, crocheting is just showing you that you can't count. Cube Slime will be coming to Critique channel for that question soon. Ooh, I'm looking forward to this. Now, are we talking like gelatinous cube or Minecraft cube slime? Or just a slime that is in square shape? 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. Gelatinous. Okay. I don't usually think of faces on a gelatinous cube, but at the same time, I feel like it'd be really cute with a face. Make the face out of stuff that would be stuck inside the gelatinous cube. That would be ridiculous. Alright, so... Take that idea and run with it, my friend. Like, a shoe for his nose, like, maybe a sword for the mouth, I don't know. Whatever you can come up with, I can't wait to see it. Good news, my bit rate is still doing good. And it's telling me that I'm not dropping any frames, so I'm pretty happy about that. Think I've done something wrong here, because the way I've started doing circles in crocheting is that when I'm doing an even number of single crochets before an increase, I start by doing, so this is supposed to be 2 single crochets and then an increase. So what I've done here is I've done 1 single crochet, then an increase, but then I'm going 1, 2, increase. And I think I already see where the problem is, so we're good. It makes the result a little bit more rounder than it would normally be. So, okay, so 1 increase, 1, 2, increase. And then the way it should end up is that my last stitch will just be a single crochet because the increase will be right there. Oh, hold on. Okay, my delivery from Crojomojo, aka my new eye tool, has been delivered. So you guys get to see the back of my room for a little bit while I run out, grab the mail, and grab that, and we'll get it opened up, and we'll take a moment to throw the eyes onto Care-Thulu. So be right back. Okay. I took a moment to tear at the label on the other side of this package because I didn't want to accidentally dox anybody. This is my favorite knife. It's got my name on it. Kit got it for me for my birthday because I have another pocket knife that I love. It was given to me by my shop teacher in high school, but it has my dead name on it. And I was kind of bummed. I'm like, I don't have, my knife doesn't have my right name on it. I'm not going to have my right name on my knife anymore. So Kit got me that beautiful rainbow knife with my name on it. Okay, so first we have a cute little card, or at least an envelope. Ooh. Thank you from Crojomojo. We appreciate you. There's a video in the Etsy listing as well as on Instagram at Crojomojo in the highlights that instructs you how to use the tool. I trust the tool will make installing safety as a breeze. Thank you. I hope all your makes give you butterflies. Aw, that's so cute. This is such a cute little card. Oh, there's more stuff in here. What do we got? Stickers. I love stickers. Oh my goodness. Ah! Look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh, hi. My goodness. Hello, Bandit. Here's another one. Hi, you gonna say hi to the internet? You gonna block my camera? Yes, hello. You have to inspect all the mail that came in? You have to cause problems on purpose? Sir. You gotta move my hand cam and everything? Okay, if I move my iPad, here, I'll put my iPad down here. And I'll get this stuff off of there. And I'll move my plushie stick slightly. There. Can you lay down on the blanket? There we go. I have a little blanket right here that I keep there for Pepper, so if she wants to lay on the desk, she stays on the blanket and I can still do my work. All right, and then the last sticker. My gosh, these are so cute. They are probably going to get turned into magnets. All right, so now the actual tool. My goodness. Look at this thing. All right, so we might not be doing the thing today because I need to figure out how this works. Okay, clearly you squeeze it this way to get it to tighten, but I am having some difficulty getting it to loosen. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so like that. So there's a little hole right here, which I'm guessing is where the back of the safety eye goes into, and then this rests on the front of the eye. One moment. Ah, no, one of his eyes fell out. 1 second. Okay. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Ah, no! Gravity, why? Okay, Bandit, you gotta share your blanket with that box for a second. Alright. So, we got Cthulhu's eyes. They're a little off kilter, but you know what? That's what makes him unique. And I have to get into this box that came from Midnightish Crafts, which is where I got the eyes from. Because inside this box is all of the bits and pieces. What are you doing? Sir. Good job. Are you having fun being a terror? You are? That's lovely. Alright, so what I've been told is that with this tool, I will not need to, like, heat up the eyes or anything. So let's see how this goes. Okay, like that, I'm hoping. think that worked. It worked! My goodness! I may have screwed myself over slightly, because, well, there's the stitches I'm supposed to be going into. Whoops. Bandit, please stop. Stop it. Stop attacking my lamp. You know what? You were doing fine just sitting over here chilling. Yeah, learning curve. Well, what I can do is... let's move you over a little bit. Put a thing on the counter for me accidentally, whoops, there goes that. Okay, gotta take care of that in a second. For me accidentally trying to use my one monitor as a touchscreen when it is most definitely not a touchscreen. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so I know where I am now. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take a moment to try and get another row on before we try and put the second eye permanently in place. Okay, but otherwise, you know what? 10 out of 10 on this tool. I mean, other than the fact I accidentally, well, it's not broken, I just pulled it apart because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. There we go. Get that right back in place. And then you just squeeze it like that. And then you push that down and you can pull it in and out. It's very nice, yes. I'm definitely giving that a 10 out of 10. So this is 2 decrease. So what we have learned is have an extra, if you're using the sinker eyes, have an extra row going before you put the eyes in place. Because I put them in place where the pattern told me to, at the point the pattern told me to put them in place. But as you can see, can you not... yeah, you got a lovely space there to put your butt. Can you just not knock things over? Huh? How about it? Anyway. Alright. Let's see if we can get this to work. We might not be able to, I don't know. Guys, I might have screwed myself on this one. Bandit! I might be able to make this work in a way that it's not really supposed to work, but it will be better than nothing. This is my first time properly using sinker eyes. For those who don't know, the reason I got the tool was because I found out that you're not supposed to use sinker eyes without the proper back. I would just take whatever back that came with me that would snap in place, because I always listen for the snap. So this is my first time getting them in place properly, which I might be okay-ish. I don't know. That was my other crochet project that just hit the floor. That's okay. We're going to get this part done, and then we'll go back to working on Jason, but... I have an idea, actually. I got the hook halfway through, but it's not getting into the other half of the stitch, so it's just kind of doing a front loop only. So what I'm trying to do is use the smaller hook to get in through the rest of the stitch. It's not going well. Worst case scenario, I may just have to go with it through the front loop only. Oh, I got it. There. So get the loop through with the smaller hook, and then finish off the stitch with the bigger hook. And I just realized my other eye fell. I'm not sure where it went. We'll figure that out in a moment. One problem at a time. I'm taking a second to look. Ah, found it. We're good. I don't want to move too far away from where this eyeball is supposed to be. Bandit, I swear you're gonna get kicked out. Alright. Bandit. What you can't see is my stuff falling off my TV stand because a certain little kitty cat is being a pest. Okay, these look ridiculously close together, but that's just how it's gonna be. Again. Alright. That's it. You're out. Come on. Alrighty then. Bandit has been banished. You guys can love him for his antics. All my stuff is getting knocked down, so I don't love him for his antics right now. Okay. All my stuff is tangled. There we go. All right. Okay, the good news is I believe I have the right amount of stitches because I'm ending on a decrease like I should. All right, so we're going to take a moment and get this other eye in place. Looks like it's even and everything. I can't hear the snap when I put it together, but I can feel it, so that's good. My goodness, y'all. Look at that. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in his eyes, but there is some sparkle in there. There you go. My goodness, he looks adorable. I'm very, very happy with that. And then, once again, we have a foam hair curler with a metal bar in there, so, because with his tentacles, his head is very, very floppy. I'm honestly considering getting a... You know what? Hold on. First off, do I have a thicker one? Okay, I don't. I don't have a thicker hair thing to put into his neck, so this will hopefully just hold out. I'm hoping when I stuff some more fluff in here. Well, let's do that right now, see if that helps things. It's not perfect, but it's as good as it's gonna get. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can shove a second one down in there and give him his neck a little bit more support. So we're gonna take some fluff out. All right, both of those hair things just barely fit in the gap that is his neck. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Okay. The only thing I don't like is that I can feel the bars like right here, so I'll have to work on that. There are ways, there's some plushies that I have made where I don't know, you might be able to actually kind of see where the them are, but you know what? Doesn't matter. It's okay. Do not strive for perfection. You'll never achieve it because everybody has a different definition. Anyway, so there are people who will just like crochet a tube, stuff it firm, and then shove that down in a neck, which I might do that in the future, but this is going to work great for now. If I have to, what I might do off stream is take him apart, not apart, take some stuffing out, shove some more down into his body, and then put the sticks back in, or leave the sticks in and then try and shove some more fluff into his body. We'll see how that goes. But that is holding up much nicer. Like, it's not falling forward like it was before. He looks super cute. So we will be finishing him at some other point. Right now, we're gonna work on Jason some more. And since Bandit has been banished from the bedroom office slash home business warehouse, my iPad can come back up here and I can see my pattern. Alrighty. Okay, this needs to go over here because it's the crochet hook that goes with him. Here's the crochet hook that goes with him, and here's the mask. I've got an idea on how to stretch the mask around the face, but first I want to get it up to the size. I want to get it up to a bigger size. Excuse me. So hopefully my idea, I'm going to test and see how it looks with just the circle, but then I have somewhat of an idea on how to finish it off. Started yapping and forgot what I was doing. As I am wont to do. 2, 3. Increase. There we go. So tomorrow is Friday, which is date night here at our household. And I've told my wife, well, as you know, we're not married yet. I get married in November, but she's my wife. I told my wife to pick out somewhere because we're going to go out to dinner and actually eat at the restaurant rather than coming home from whatever we do at date night and then ordering food when we get here. No, we're going to a restaurant. Hmm. I seem to have messed up somewhere again because I have an extra stitch on the end here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ah, here we go. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There we go. All right, we got one more round to do of increasing, and we'll see how it looks, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty. Four. Increase. All right. I'm already looking at this and thinking that perhaps this is going to be too big. So we'll see. You know what's going to be really funny is after I figure this out, I go to Elf Stitch Horror's Etsy shop, and they already have a pattern for a Jason mask on this guy. You know, people complain about black yarn being the hardest to see stitches on. This white is right up there. All right, something went wrong somewhere, but at this point, if I have 36 stitches, I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, we have the right number of stitches, but I'm looking at this circle and I'm looking at this head and I'm pretty, yep, that's a bit too big. That's okay. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull out that last row we did and see how we're doing from there. All right. Okay, you know what? That actually might be okay. What do you guys, I mean, I don't even think we'd have to do anything fancy for the, like the curves on the cheeks. That actually looks really good. Like, it'll get sewn in place, and then it kind of like molds around the cheeks, and you'll be able to see the cheeks on the outside and everything. But let's do some testing here, shall we? Okay, so Okay, one more thing I gotta do before I show you guys the eyes. The way this mask is done is that you're supposed to do, like, half the round of stitches before, like... So basically I'm gonna stop at the top of the head. So we're just gonna eyeball that, which is good because the way I have the eyes placed now, there's a good space in between, but it looks like there isn't enough space on the on this side here. Okay. Not gonna tie it off yet, just in case I like have to change my mind about something, but the biggest problem we might have is getting the washers, or the backs, however you want to call them, to stay in place. But y'all, what do you think? Does that look good? It's not staying in place very well right now because the washers aren't holding it in place, but I think, you know what, we're just going to go with it. I was going to go with kind of the cutesy eyes that I have on the Ace Jason, but I think these plain black ones are going to do well for it. All right, so all right, we're going to need to do a lot of sewing, so I'm just going to give myself a lot of yarn to work with here. I think it's a sandhill crane cackling outside my window, which my wife actually has a, it's probably like a hunting decoy or something of a sandhill crane. It was given to her at one of her jobs as a joke. I don't remember the whole story, but his name is Elvis. He lives in our living room and he is kept away from the windows. My coffee's getting cold, but that's okay. I have a carafe. Yep. Cheers. All right, let's see if we can get this in position and snapped in place. And then after we get the head finished is when we'll actually sew the mask on. Hmm. Okay, this might be a problem. Okay, the washers that I have out aren't going to work. So let me see what else I have, which is going to involve moving a lot of things that are over here because my eyeball wall is right here. Let me see here. Okay, these ones, maybe. These ones are all too small. Alright, we're gonna try these ones that I've grabbed here first and pray. I am not getting them to snap into place, which is problematic. Okay. Let me look and see if I have any other washers that could work. If not, I already have a plan B in mind, which is felt. Just get some felt, some black circles of felt, and sew them in place. Well, honestly, I'll probably hot glue them in place. Apologies for any ambient noise you hear while I move stuff around to try and get to my eyeball wall. Let's see. These ones, the hole might be too small. I gotta make sure I, like, line everything up perfectly so I don't snap something into place and then regret it immensely. Let's put these ones back before something falls on me. Now I hear you asking me, but Paxie, you just got that new eyeball tool. Why aren't you using that to put the eyeballs in place? Well, because the new eyeball tool is made specifically for sinker eyes. However, the person who made them, Crojomojo, they also have, get to my eyeball wall. Who said it, crocheter or serial killer? I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Anyway, the person who made Crojomojo does have a tool for smaller safety eyes, but not sinker eyes. So considering how happy I am with this one, okay, that's not going to fit on there, so that's not going to work. I may go back and buy the other one, and of course leave them a amazing review because that thing was great. The only problem with it is that I didn't know what I was doing. Hi, Pep. You good? Do you need some help? No, you got it? Okay, you seem to have gotten it. I don't know if you guys can see her, but she's right. But, yep, you can kind of see her right there. Pepper, say hi to your adoring public. Hello. Give me ham. I still gotta put the face details on the first Jason I made. Which, gotta move my iPad again. So, for those who may want to see it, that right there is the eyeball wall. I have a lot of safety eyes. Alright. Alright, so maybe these ones? Try these ones first. I have a bunch of random backs for safety eyes because one of the places I like to get safety eyes from, Glass Eyes Online, had a thing where I want to say it was a pound of like random second safety eyes for $40. So I just bought that, and then I didn't realize at the time that it didn't come with the backs. So I just went to Amazon and bought a bunch of cheap backs. Okay, that's not working. Okay. We may have to go with putting I got one more thing of eyes here. Or one more thing of washers here. Nope, that one's definitely not going to work. These are not going to work. I've got a few more possible things that I could use. So I'm trying those out real quick. But honestly, I think I'm going to have to I think we're going to have to do this with just you know what? We're going to try the sinker eye tool. It's probably not going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. All right, moment of truth. Okay, it did not work. So, that's okay. It is not the end of the world. It's a little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So, what we'll do is we'll finish this guy up. We have the mask. And then I'll just keep these eyes. I've got one more idea. This is my last idea. We'll see how this works. It's not how I wanted to do it, but it's how we'll do it if it makes my life easier and I don't have to try and make a round circle out of felt. because I am terrible at drawing circles. Okay. So what you can see me doing here is trying to rip the eyeball back out, which... Okay. So originally what I was planning to do was to fasten the eyes to the head by sticking the eyes through here as well as the mask, because that's how I do it with the Jason one. That's where this mask pattern comes from. That's not working because it's too thick, but it isn't too thick to just do the eyes like this. They have snapped in place. I can't pull them apart. So honestly, what I'll do is just kind of push the ends into his face like so. So they're kind of in there, but they're just not fastened on the inside, and then sew them together. So this is still going to work. I don't have to try and make eyeballs out of felt. Okay, 1 second. Pepper is over by the door, which means she wants out. And the boy will probably come in and he'll get thrown out again. Figuratively thrown out. I know, everything's awful. You're just an old lady who hates it. You're not coming in. Okay, I feel slightly bad. Bandit is just sitting outside my door, laying against it, but, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Alright. Taking a moment to put stuff back where I had it, because if I don't do that now, I will, knock something over later. Gotta find a better place for this, because if I have a little bit more room on here for Pepper, maybe she'll be a little bit more comfortable on there. I feel bad because she wants to snuggle me while I'm working, but it's hard to work when the cat's snuggling you. Alright. On the upside, we're almost done with the head. So once we are done with the head, we can work on at least pinning the mask in place, if not, like, sewing it together. Alright. Okay, take this out real quick. Alright. 2 single crochet decrease. I'll have to put some more stuffing in the head, which my bag of stuffing that I keep over here is almost empty, which means I have to dig into the tote that's under my bed. I'm trying to figure out how to do the ears. So what's going to happen with Jason's face is that I'm going to do the muzzle in white, and then it's just going to be put right here on the mask, so it looks like the mask has a nose, because why wouldn't I do that? The ears, I'm trying to figure out what color I want to do them. It feels like maybe I should just do them in this quote-unquote skin color, since, you know, they'll match with the rest of the head, and then maybe do, like, white or black for the inside. We're a long way from that, because we gotta do the rest of him before we can get to that point. Alright. How many stitches am I supposed to have here? 18? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I somehow have an extra stitch, but you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna put it, instead of doing a 3-in-1 decrease, which kind of makes things look weird, we're just gonna do 1 increase sooner, and then another increase, or decrease, sorry, after that, and then that'll be 18, and we'll just move on with our lives. Because again, you'll never reach perfection. Everybody has a different definition. It took a long time for me to get to the point where I would just do something like that instead of pulling everything out and trying to fix it. Like when I was shaping the cheeks, that's a little bit different. You want the cheeks to be a certain shape. Like I can already tell that he's a little off kilter, but I don't care because that just makes him unique. No, I have to do a decrease here. But there would be times I would find like a single mistake rows and rows back, and I would just tear it out and then fix the mistake. And it just, all it did was waste time. Because the only person who's going to really notice it is you, or somebody who just wants to be a jerk about it. Because, like, there 9 times out of 10, if I see a mistake on something I've made, I'll take it to my wife and be like, oh my god, I can't believe I did this. She'll be like, if you hadn't told me there was a mistake, I wouldn't have noticed it. So at that point, it's just like, you know what? Nobody's gonna notice unless I tell them. So why am I making myself like problems over it? Why am I stressing myself out over something that, yes, I notice it, but nobody else will? If I ever get to the point where I make stickers for my channel, there's going to be one that says, don't strive for perfection, you'll never get there because everybody has a different definition, or something similar to that. This is a really pretty arrangement for chemical plant of all places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, forgot what I was doing. I have the right amount of stitches, I just forgot that I needed a decrease here at the end. There we go, 12. Alright, gonna stuff his head a little bit more before we go any farther because, you know, itchy face. The hole's getting to a point where we could probably shove more in it when we go another row of decreases, but it would be a pain. So we're just gonna get his head all good and stuffed now. Stay there, Jason. Alrighty. Shape it up a little bit. Yeah, that is looking good. Alright. So this will be our decrease, our like completely decreased row, because this will be the last row that we're doing, because then we'll have to sew them up. But after I get this decrease row done, I'll probably shove just a little bit more stuffing in there just to, you know, finish him up. Looking forward to getting this guy done and then sending a picture via Instagram to Eld Stitch Horrors so they can see what I've done with their pattern. They also have, I already bought it. They have a pattern for a punk rock Care Bear, and I somehow haven't made one yet. I really do need to fix that because it's such a cute pattern. Oh, it's one of you again. Oh, just when I thought we were done with you. There we go. I keep getting, for those who don't know, there are people who will like come into your stream and be like, hey, you can buy viewers if you go to this website. And no, I don't need or want to do that. Oh, there's my scissors. Like, would I be happy if I got a bunch of viewers and was somewhat Twitch famous and could quit my job and just work on Twitch all the time? Yes. Do I want to do it by just buying viewers? Absolutely not. That's cheating. Alright, where did I put my sewing needle? It's over here in Perry. Hi, Perry. Yeah, but we have one of these Banivator guys just showing up all the time. So I gotta talk to Nova. Nova said they have like a list of people to ban that will hopefully restrict that happening again. So all right, there we go. One of the problems I used to have when I first started making plushies was sewing them up because I felt bad sticking a needle into something with a face. This guy's okay because his face isn't on yet, but also I've gotten over it in years. Like, you just got to remind yourself it's not real. You're not actually stabbing someone. You're just sewing a plushie together. I'm starting to consider making it so that you have to follow in order to talk in chat. That would probably solve a lot of my problems. Alright, so here he is. Bring him up a little bit so you can see him on the full screen there. Just gonna sit right there like that. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Oh. Plushie sticks are great. Like, I found out about them on accident, but they are amazing for just holding things in place while you try and sew them together. Like, he looks completely ridiculous right now, but things are together. And then I'll put his nose right here. Which, you know what? Before we sew the mask in place, let's make the nose just so we can get it. I tried to use it as a touchscreen again, and it's not a touchscreen. Just so we can get it a little bit. We can try and place it before we put things in place. So where is that? Okay, belly patch, inner ears. I'm scrolling up to the bigger pattern, so that might be a problem. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Rawhide. Where is it? There we go. Found it. We're good. Oh, now the real question is... Oh. I could put an actual nose on the snout. Do I want to do that? And if I do I remember where my heart safety eyes are? Because, you know what? If we're going to be ridiculous, let's go for maximum ridiculousness. Six. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to make the snout the way the pattern suggests. I mean, this is supposed to be for the bigger Care-Thulu, which is an absolute unit. But, so if it ends up being too big for the mask, and, well, just too big in general, I already have an idea of how I can make it a little less insane. One, two, three. Hold on, I feel like I've already screwed this up. Y'all, there's no shame in counting out loud. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, honestly, it's just the nose is just like a circle that you're slowly increasing. All right, so okay, you know what? I've decided that I lied. Instead of doing it completely how the pattern suggests, I'm actually going to skip around. Like, I'm supposed to increase it up to 18 right now, but I feel like that's going to be too big. So what I'm doing is instead of doing an increase to 18 and then doing just a single crochet around, I am stopping at 12 and doing a single crochet around, and we're going to see how that looks. All right. Yeah, it's kind of hard to just show it with all the plushy sticks in the way. All right. It kind of looks weird right now, so hold on. We're going to take a couple of these plushy sticks out and just move one so it's up top more. That's the first thing we're going to do to kind of straighten that out. And then the second thing I'm going to do is go back to my wall and see if I can find the thing that I think would be super cute. And if I don't find it, well, it's not the end of the world. It's not those ones. That's too big. Okay, that one might be good. Nope. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Oh, is there anybody left in chat? Can you tell me pink or red? I'm thinking red because, you know, blood. What for? The heart-shaped nose that I'm gonna stick on his face? Yes, probably red. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Red is so correct. Red is right. Oh my gosh. We gotta make him look like a teddy bear. Oh my gosh. It's so ridiculous and I love it. Alright. Alright. First things first, I'm gonna get the nose in place on the snout here. There we go. I didn't hear the snap, but I felt the snap, so it's in place. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna wait on sewing. We're gonna sew the mask onto the face first, and then we will sew the muzzle onto the or the snout onto the rest of him. All right, so gonna be stabbing myself slightly in the stomach with plushy sticks as I try and get him. I want to make sure the mask is in place before I start sewing him, so I'm gonna take a moment to just adjust a little bit. I feel like it's ironic that I'm using this plushy stick. It's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine. You know, because I'm shoving it into the face of a little teddy bear. Part of what I'm doing is just pulling things as tight as I can before I stick things in place. Alright, that should be good. He looks absolutely ridiculous, but you know what? Alright. So what I do is instead of doing like a whip stitch around, I go up through the bottom, and then I'm going to go down this way, so I think it's like a running stitch, kind of. It just makes everything look a little bit cleaner, in my opinion, and it's not that much harder to do. It also kind of camouflages the stitches better, in my opinion. It takes a little extra work to like get in there just right, but it's worth it in the end to me. Come on, get in there. And then I can pull the plushy sticks out as I go. One of the problems using plushy sticks is that your yarn sometimes gets caught around them. Okay, come on. There we go. Come on. Stretching things a little bit to get the mask down where I want it. Hopefully it doesn't look too weird. No, that looks good. Plushy sticks getting stuck in everything, including my necklace. Alrighty, okay, take out that last plushy stick so it's not stabbing me anymore. Alrighty. that nice and tight, and then my goodness, what have I done? All right, let's get the nose on now. So what we're going to do with the nose is right there. Again, going to use some plushy sticks to stick it where I want it. And we're going to hold off on stuffing it until I have it mostly sewn in place, just for the sake of not getting my yarn, not getting the stuffing stuck on the needle and pulling it out that way, which is annoying. Alrighty. It's going to be a little bit harder because I'm sewing white on white, and it's kind of difficult to see where stitches are, even more than normal. Come on. Get this one sewn in place, and then I can take this plushy stick out. I don't know who first showed me these needles like this that have the little bend in them, but man, are they great for sewing plushies together. Come on, get in there. Alrighty. Take a second to get the stuffing in there. Okay, got a little bit of a gap here in the last area of stitching, so I'm just gonna tie a second knot to kind of close that together. Oh my goodness, what have I done? I have made this cute. Y'all, just his nose is a little crooked, but whatever. Oh my gosh. I can adjust that a little bit. You know what? No, the crooked nose works for him because you know what? He's a serial killer. This is how he gets you because he's so cute. My goodness, just what have I done? I've made him so cute. Okay, what time is it? All right, let me think here. You know what? I think that's a good place to call it. We got his head done. We got his mask sewn on. I don't. Again, I'm not going to be streaming on Sunday night, definitely, because we're gonna have people over. Tuesday night, probably not, because that is Kit's birthday. So I will probably be back next Thursday. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Maybe I'll sneak in a Wednesday stream or something, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. And go crochet something. Have a good time with it. I'll see you later. Bye.